So we take this question. Task class what I dictated. Yeah. So first question. So this question is about X age 45 years, employed in a pharma company, okay, situated in Kanpur, right? So let's start the problem solution. So how to present your answer, I'll tell you. So computation of, see the question is asking you compute the taxable income, okay, or net income, computation of net income. Computation of net income of Mr. X for previous year 24-25, assessment year 25-26. Okay. So he's got a basic salary. What is his basic salary? He's getting a basic salary of 34,000 per month. So 34,000 into 12. 4 lakh 8,000. You can have two columns. Inner column for computation. You can have two columns. The outer column, inner column. Inner column for calculations. Then dearness allowance. Dearness allowance is given as 30% of basic. 30% of 4 lakh 8,000. So what is 30% of 4 lakh 8,000? Dearness 1 lakh 22. 1 lakh 22 400. Okay. Then you got dearness pay 5,000 per month. 60,000. Then you got fixed commission 4,000 per month. Question itself, you check fixed commission is 4,000 per month. Are you able to see that? Yeah, any doubt? Yeah. Fixed commission 4,000 per month. Then commission as a percentage of turnover. Now, commission as a percentage of turnover, the information given to us is 5%. See, 5% of turnover shall be the commission. Fixed commission is 4,000 per month. And commission as incentive shall be 5% of turnover and extra commission of 2% of annual turnover if it exceeds 15 lakhs. What is the actual turnover? 1 lakh? Or nimsham. Yeah, on the assumption that 1 lakh per month. 1 lakh per month. So 1 lakh per month, not 12 months, 12 lakhs. So it is not crossing 15 lakhs. So he is eligible for a commission of 5%. So commission 5% of 1 lakh into 12. 12 lakhs 5%. 60,000. 60,000. Then HRA. Now HRA, I'm going to give a separate note. Okay, working note. You remember? Can you tell me what is the provision for taxability of HRA? Where is he located?
Metro city or normal city? Metro city is 15%, normal city.
So 40% of salary.
Okay, sir.
What is the second limit?
Rent paid and 10% of basic pay minus.
Excess of rent paid or 10% of salary. Okay.
Sir. Actually, HRA received.
So salary meaning what I told you, salary is basic plus DA star plus what? Commission star.
DA only part of retirement benefit for done.
DA if it is retirement benefit. Out of this, how much is retirement benefit? Check that. Out of DA, 30% DA, 40% is considered for calculating retirement benefit. So 40% of DA, 1,22,400. 40% of 1,22,400 is what? 40% of 1,22,400. 48? 960. Commission is, as I said, turnover commission. If it is a percentage of turnover, you have to take. Okay. So, இது எத்தனை மாசத்துக்கு exemption பார்க்கணும். See, he is actually staying in the rented house for how many months? After that, he is moving out, right? So, நான் அப்படிதான் அர்த்தம். எத்தனை மாசத்துக்கு he is staying on rental? Up to June, and after that he shifts his own house. So, April, May, June, only 3 months he is in rental house. அப்ப இது 3 months தான் போடணும் அது. எப்படின்னு நான் சொல்றேன். இது full year எடுத்துக்கோங்க first. Into 3/12 போட்டுடலாம். எல்லாமே into 3/12 போட்டுடலாம். இது எடுத்துக்கோங்க. இதுதான் salary. 4,08,000 plus 48,960 plus 60,000. 5,16,960. On that 40% of above. Yeah, 40% of salary. 5,16,960. Total salary. Salary meaning I gave you HRA purpose basic plus BA star plus commission star. So you have to add all the three components. Add panna enna varudhu paaruங்க. 40% of this is 2,06,784. So I'll put for whole year, then into 3/12. Or straight away you can put into 3/12, 3 months. 2,06,784 into 3/12. 51,9,696. So this is for what? How many months? 3 months. So let me repeat. There are 2-3 layers here. The least of the following is exempt. 40% of salary, actual HRA receipt, excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. But salary means salary basic plus DSR plus commission star. And in DA, you take only that part of the DA which is for retirement benefits, not the whole DA. 40% is only given in this question. Sometimes it will be 100%. So I got for 1 year. Now the rent is only paid for 3 months. So for 3 months, what is the? Then actual HRA for 3 months is what? HRA receipt per month is what? He's getting 15,000. 15,000 into 3 level. 45,000. Excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. இப்போ salary என்ன போட்டோம்? 40% of 5,16,960 for 1 year. Carefully observe. And I said for 3/12 na enna vandhudu? 5,16,960 for 1 year salary. On that this is separate. 5,16,960. Carefully observe. Into 3/12 is 3 months salary. Excess of rent paid over what? Into 10%. What is rent paid per month? 17,000. 3 months rent paid is 17,000 into 3. 51,000. Excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. Calculate this. Huh? 12,924. So rent paid is 51,000 minus 12,924. That is excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. 38,076. This is the lowest. 30,000. So now, see, we have to do it in 2 steps here. One is first I have to take for 3 months and find out what is exempted. And then I have to take 9 months. That is fully taxable because he is not staying in a rented house. So what I am doing is for all for what? 3 months. Carefully observe. My rent received is Actual HRA received is 45. Lowest exempt is 33. So இங்க போடுறேன் 45,000 is what I receive as HRA. Out of it, exempt is 38,076. So taxable எவ்வளவு difference? 6,994 or 924. Okay. இது வந்து 3 monthsக்கு. இப்போ 9 monthsக்கு எவ்வளவு வாங்குறான்? 15,000 into 9. 1 lakh. It is fully taxable. Because he is not staying in the rented house. HRA அவன் கொடுக்குறானே HRA is given for the whole year. HRA is given for the whole year. Correct? So நம்ம போட்ட answer perfect. 38,076 is perfect. Taxable is 6924. இங்க taxable is 134. ரெண்டுத்தையும் add பண்ணுங்க. So HRA taxable is 6924 plus 135. 9. That's all. இது ஒண்ணு போறோம் இல்லையா? நீங்க எக்ஸாம் ஹால்ல என்ன ஆயிடும் உங்களுக்கு? அப்பா வேர்க்கிறது. ஏன்டா இந்த சிஏ எடுத்தோம்? நான் ஏன்டா இந்த சிஏ பண்ணேன்னு தெரியல. பேசாம எங்க அப்பா இன்ஜினியரிங் படிக்க சொன்னாரு. ஏதோ 16 பேப்பர் படிச்சுட்டு ஏதோ பாஸ் பண்ணி எங்கேயோ ஒரு வேலைக்கு சேர்ந்து குறைச்சிருப்பேன். இந்த மாதிரி கேக்குதா? உங்களுக்கே எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, நான் 50 வருஷமா போட்டு இருக்கேன். எனக்கு எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஒரு தடவையும் நான் போட்டு நானே என்ன ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ரியலி எனக்கே டென்ஷனா இருக்கு. எங்க மிஸ்டேக் ஆகுமோன்ட்டு. வாட் ஐ மீன் டு சே இஸ் தட்ஸ் ஹவ் தி கால்குலேஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ட்ரிக்கி. See, if they give directly, it's okay. You can easily 12 months you can. Everywhere they are putting a trap. இங்க என்னடான்னா 40% எடுத்துக்கோங்கறான். நான் புக்க பார்க்காம தான் போட்டேன், கரெக்டா வந்துருச்சு ஆன்சர். Every stage there is a trick here. So 3 months, 9 months. 9 months is fully taxable because you are not in the rented house. If you pay HRA only, that exemption will be available. I mean, if you pay rent. If you don't pay rent, full taxable. So I am doing it in 2 parts. One is for 3 months, another for 9 months. So have you understood the steps? So I'll repeat the steps. Step 1, calculate exempted HRA for 3 months. So that you will find taxable HRA. அதுக்கு lowest of the 3. 40% of salary. Meaning of salary, basic plus DA star plus commission star. I am putting it for the whole year first. And mathematically, then I'll take for 3 months. So I put for whole year. Then I did what? 40% of salary. இங்கே into 3/12 போட்டு 40% போட்டாலும் ஒண்ணுதான். So இங்க போட்டுட்டு 3/12 போட்டாலும் ஒண்ணுதான். Both are same mathematically. I hope you are able to understand. 5,16,960 is for the whole year into 3/12 into 40%. போட்டாலும் இதே தான் வரும். What is my limit in that? So on that 40% I should take. Okay, for 3 months. This is for whole year. I'm taking for 3 months. Then actual HRA for how many months? 3 months. Then excess of rent paid or 10% of salary. Salary for 1 year is 516. Correct? Into 3/12 into whatever. So I got exempted is 38,000. What is taxable component? 6,924. For 9 months, it's fully taxable. If I add both, I get taxable HRA is 141,924. So kindly make a note of this. HRA is a major trick in this question. Okay, HRA clear? Shall we proceed? You noted down? So this is working note. Taxable HRA for 3 months you have to find out, and then overall this is excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. Yeah. Once you are done, let me know. I'll proceed to the next step.
So 1 second, please move, sir. I will write it.
Okay, then. Clear that? Shall I proceed? So the next is employer's contribution towards recognized provident fund. How much is contributing? Up to 12% is exempt. So I'll go to the next point. I'm rubbing this. Contribution, recognized provident fund, up to 12% exempt. He's contributing how much? 5,400 into 12. How much is 5,400 into 12? 62? 64? Now, exempt is 12% of salary. 12% of salary. Now, carefully observe. Salary again, already we have calculated. So, 12% of 560, 960. Because as per provisions, we saw up to 12% is exempt. 12% of salary is exempt. How much is 12% of this? Hello, ma? 62,000. 35. So difference is taxable. Excess of 12% is taxable. Correct, perfect. Taxable. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம படிச்சு புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா ஒரு நாளைக்கு 24 hours போராது நமக்கு. In fact, yesterday you saw the news, All India topper CA final. Who is All India topper CA final? Sir, எங்களுக்கு எது சார் அதெல்லாம் நாங்க ஏதோ பாஸ் பண்ணோம் பார்க்கணும் நீங்க டாப்பர் பத்தி பேசுறீங்க. ஜோக் தான், ஓகே. See, I am from a place called Kumbakonam. You know Kumbakonam? Place in Trichy in Kumbakonam. I have a lot of my relatives in Kumbakonam. You have heard of it? Filter coffee. Kumbakonam filter coffee. Kumbakonam is famous for filter coffee. Kumbakonam is famous for temples. The temple town. You visited Kumbakonam? You should. You should go. 2 days is good enough. 2 days is good. You go and see the place and come back and tell. Such a place you should never miss. 2 days you go. That place is good for coffee, filter coffee, and brass and temples, etc. In Kumbakonam, the people are very, very sarcastic. They'll talk sarcastically. Sarcasm is in their day-to-day life. Friends, when they talk, no, they'll be sarcastic. So that's the way they speak. So அதுதான் அந்த கும்பகோணம் தமிழ்ல we call கும்பகோணம் குசும்பு. Kumbakonam Kusumbu. Kusumbu means that sarcasm. Notorious, not notorious really, but they'll not cause any harm, but they'll keep talking. உனக்கு என்னப்பா நீ பெரிய ஆள், you are a big guy, நாங்கலாமா அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. So they'll talk like that. அதுலதான் இது மாதிரி வரும். அதுதான். So in the later vein only I'm talking. You are all capable of achieving all India first rank. What I mean to say is, when you are trying to find out how to study for 10 hours, 12 hours, there's enough reasons that you should spend 24 hours. What I was about to tell you is, all India first rank CA final. CA foundation, all India first, a girl, Rajalakshmi from Chennai. She got how many marks in foundation? Any guess? 4 papers. 400 marks. What is the score? Any idea? She got 90%. 360 out of 400 in foundation. All India first mark. Girl from Chennai. Okay, that's all. Second, all India first, 82 or 83% in final. A guy got all India first rank. His father is a stationery shop owner. Now, why I am giving this example is, one time auto driver got all India first. One time stationery shop owner got all India first. Now, what do you find in this? There is a very nice message.
Hard work and go fast.
Hard work la irukku. Hard work la ellarum dhaan பண்றாங்க. இதுல ஒரு மெசேஜ் அந்த CA ICWACs. Auto driver, everybody gets all India first rank. Why? Dedication and that fire in the belly. You should have fire in the belly. Very, very important. Dedication, hard work, everybody is putting. That one X factor is that fire in the belly. See, CA there is, CA means all three. Push factor, pull factor. Push means it makes you to do and complete, like fire in the belly. My father is very, my parents are very from a poor background. I need to somehow pass this exam and support my parents. இது மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் எங்கிட்ட இன்டர்வியூக்கு வரவங்க கூட சொல்றாங்க, why you want to do CA? Sir, I want to make my parents happy. They have struggled for me. I want. Yesterday, another thing, one person with physical disability, I shared it also. You opened the WhatsApp and saw that? Thank you. At least we are all not dumb. We have become dumb. ஏதாவது வாட்ஸ்அப்ல போட்டாலுமே என்ன, அது நமக்கு எதுக்கு, ஏதோ 1000 வேலை இருக்காமா, என்னமா டிஃபன், காப்பி ரெடி ஆயிட்டாமா, அப்படிதான் நம்ம கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கோம். தெரியல. See, that's what I had one student. பண்ண முடியாது, எல்லாமே ஸ்கிரீன்ல பாக்குறாரு. அவர் பாஸ் பண்ணிருக்காரு. Huge respect. I got one student few years before who was blind. She used to come for class daily along with her mother. She used to hear the class and she used to see how to do and all that. It's fine, but I don't know whether she's. We have people who are like that, clear CA exam. When people are clearing exams, what is the driving force? Something should give a punch in your thing and fire in the belly. எனக்கும் அப்படிதான் நடந்தது. ஸ்கூல்ல நான் வந்து I was attending a school annual day program where one 12th standard student got awarded for the first mark in school 12th. That day I was sitting in that auditorium in my school. 12th standard boy, he got that first prize. I saw him getting the first prize. I was in 11th standard or 10th standard, I don't remember. Then that is the day where that spark got into me. That is where it took me. I should study. So don't relax, study. See how many, every achievement happens through that. So don't expect somebody to tell you. You should take it in your hand. You should put all your heart and soul into it. There is no way you can find excuses. எல்லாரும் எங்கிட்ட கேட்கறாங்களே, எப்படி சார் படிக்கிறது, எப்படி எல்லாம் படிக்கிறாங்க பாரு. ஒரு ஸ்டேஷனரி ஷாப் ஓனரோட சன் ஆல் இண்டியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட், 83% in CA final. Correct? So these are all part of it. So spend time, then you'll understand. Okay, I'll come back to this. So last class itself, I told you come prepared with the provisions. Hopefully you'll remember the provisions. Recognized provident fund up to 12% is exempt of what? Salary. Salary is for HR we calculated. The same salary, basic plus DA star plus commission star. So excess is taxable. Got it? Okay, good. Next. Interest is exempt up to 9.5%. What is the interest he has got? Interest on PF. Interest on PF he has got how much? Interest on PF at 11% is what? 56,000. Correct? What is exempt is 9.5. Very simple. If 11% is 56, what is 9.5? 9.5 is exempt. Balance is taxable. I gave you provisions in the last class. You can check your notes. Currently, the exemption is available at 9.5%. You saw the provision? Okay, last class I gave you PF provisions. In the PF provisions, I told you 9.5% is exempt. Interest PF. Got it? Okay. So balance 1.5 is taxable. So what is 9.5? You know how to calculate this? Cross multiplication. If 11 is 56,000, what is, you know, cross multiplication, right? So 9.5 into 56,000 by 11. 364. The balance is taxable. Perfect. See, child's play, provisions. Everything is based on provisions. Easily you can calculate. That's all. I'm not doing any magic here. It's all provisions. Then health club facility is taxable. Perquisite. What is the cost of health club facility? 7,000, right? 7,000 into 12, 84,000. Tea and light snacks. What is the taxability? Tea, main of beverages, not meal. Not meal. Meal na enna varum? Limit varum. Per meal 50 rupees. Tea and snacks. Taxable illaya? Kadayadu. Good. Not taxable. Provision. That's all. Not taxable. So you add up all and you'll get income from salaries. That's all. Sorry? What is that? Ah, that is deduction ATC. Deduction. Ah, this is taxable. Taxable salary, no deductions வரல அது வந்து அடுத்த ஸ்டெப் நெட் இன்கம் இல்லையா அடுத்த ஸ்டெப் தான் அது இது only salary. Add up. 9 lakh Very good. So salaries 9,34,725. Perfect. Good. Minus standard deduction 50,000. That's a standard deduction of 50,000. This is income from salary. Then you have other sources. Any other income? Have they given any other income? No. Other income okay. 1,25,000. Add up. 10 lakh less deduction and ATC. Deduction and ATC. Deduction ATC is he is contributing 5,500 per month towards PF. So 5,500 into 12. 66,000. And he is also contributing additionally 70,000, correct? So total up to 1,50,000 allowed. So 1,36,000. So this is the net income. 10,09,000 minus 1,36,000.
Standard deduction.
Standard reduction 50,000. Correct. 8,73,725 rounded off to nearest 10. Income should be rounded off to. So this is the answer. 10 marks for this. Sorry? Amma. Arthum. Any search photo? You take it. Clear? So any doubts, anyone? I want to ask you one thing regarding the classes. So you would have attended classes somewhere or you would have done. So what do you think is good, different? What do you think can be done better? You attended classes somewhere? Institute, institute, okay. And I don't know whether, oh, they did not cover also. So here you are getting everything covered. Oh, who can't complete? No, we'll complete it. Yeah. November we'll complete it. See, GST is very limited portions. So I told faculty to take extra hours if required and complete it. We'll complete it. No problem on that. And what else you find is different? You attended classes somewhere? Oh, you're in Hindi class. Okay. இப்போ எதுக்கு அப்படி கேட்குறேன்னா எனி மாடிஃபிகேஷன் இப்போ my approach or speed everything is okay or you need to moderate or you are able to follow everything is clear. That's what I'm asking. So if there is any change required we can make. So sir நீங்க ஃபாஸ்டா போறீங்களா இல்ல ஸ்லோ something but oh yeah. அவ்வளவுதான். We are covering, see, whatever we do, we are covering intricate aspects. Simple and intricate, both we are covering. Simple aspects, see, this is very, this one itself is good enough for a student to go wrong? Very intricate calculation. See, 3 months, 40%. So like this, he has put on strings there. So on the mathematically, இதுல வந்து income tax நீங்க ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கணும், it will be good in arithmetic. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Then you can easily put. Okay, clear? Good. We'll go to the next problem. X age 48 years. Is a deputy manager. அந்த உங்களுக்கு கார் பத்தி சொல்ல விட்டுருத்து நான் சொல்றேன் இன்னைக்கு. கார் பெர்குசிட் மிஸ் ஆயிருக்கு நினைக்கிறேன். Taxability of car perquisite அது இந்த சம்ல நான் சொல்றேன். X age 48 years is a deputy manager. Is a deputy manager in a Mumbai-based company. Age 48 years is a deputy manager in a Mumbai-based company. In a Mumbai-based company. And she gets Mrs. X rather. Mrs. X Mrs. X, age 48 years, is deputy manager in a Mumbai-based company. She gets 54,000. She gets 54,000 rupees, 54,000 per month. Per month. As salary. As salary. As salary. Besides, she gets child education allowance of. Besides, she gets child education or children education allowance of rupees 450 per month for daughter and rupees 80 per month for son. And rupees 80 per month for son. 80. Cost of education is approximately 1,80,000 for 2 children. Out of which 1,10,000 is the tuition fees paid by Mrs. X. Out of which 1,10,000 is tuition fees paid by Mrs. X. She also gets hostel expenditure allowance for her daughter at the rate of rupees 300 per month. But daughter is a postgraduate student in Mumbai College and does not stay in hostel. The employer company provides. She also gets a hostel expenditure allowance for her daughter at the rate of 300 per month. But daughter is a postgraduate student in a Mumbai College and does not stay in any hostel. The employer company provides 1,800cc car for official and private purpose. The employer company provides 1,800cc car for official and private purpose and incurs the entire expenditure on running and maintenance of the car. Personal use of car. Personal use of car is approximately 65%. Is approximately 65%. And with effect from 1st November 24, she gets a driver. She gets a driver to whom the company pays 6,000 per month. To whom the company pays rupees 6,000 per month. The employer has provided an unfurnished plant at Andheri East. It is owned by the company. However, the company pays 900 per month as charges to the society, as maintenance charges to society. However, the company pays rupees 900 per month as maintenance charges to society. The company maintains unrecognized provident fund and contributes 18% of salary towards it for each employee. Mrs. X, however, contributes 8,000 per month. Her income from other sources is 3,58,000. Her income from other sources is 3,58,000. Find out the net income. Maintenance charges, it's paying 900. Oh, no. The company maintains unrecognized provident fund and contributes 18% of salary. Okay. So let's do this problem. Correct. Good. I understand. I'll tell you one reason for that. Good point, actually. The question book, what you're asking is, we can actually prepare, but there are two issues there. One is for online students. The question book we may not be able to give. இல்லை இங்கே வர மாட்டாங்க. இப்போ என்னன்னா எங்கேருந்து வேணா ஆன்லைன் பண்ணுவாங்க. மோரோவர் கோர்ஸ் அண்டர் கோர்ஸ் சேஞ்ச். நான் வந்து இந்த கிளாஸ்ல ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் போடுவேன், அடுத்த கிளாஸ்ல வேற ப்ராப்ளம் போடுவேன். I don't follow the same set of problems. I also suddenly will do from past exam questions. So அதனால I am not able to standardize the book. Second point, good question. In fact, I used to tell normally that I am giving you a writing practice ன்னு சொல்லுவேன். இப்போ எனக்குமே நான் நிறைய எழுதும்போது ஸ்டூடெண்ட் இருக்கும்போது ஐ யூஸ் டு ஹேவ் திஸ் ப்ராப்ளம். அது நோட்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்காங்க. இங்கே வந்து கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸும் அது ஆகும். அதுவும் ஒரு பாயிண்ட். இன்னொரு தேர்ட் பாயிண்ட், ஃபெமிலரைசேஷன். இதுல வந்து நிறைய இன்ட்ரிகசிஸ் இருக்கு. இந்த புக்கு கொடுக்கும்போது உங்களுக்கு நல்லா யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். எழுத வேண்டாம், பெயின் குறையும். ஐ அக்ரி வித் யூ. பட் இப்போ நீங்க எழுதும்போது உங்களுக்கு இந்த பாயிண்ட்ஸ் நம்ம எழுதணும் இல்லையா, அது ஸ்லோலி registers in you. My father used to say, you study for 10 times is equivalent to writing for 1 time. This is what my father used to say. My father used to give few tips, very powerful tips. I followed. He used to tell one more thing. In Tamil, he used to say, "Anyanikku nadathura paratha anyanikku padi." I'll tell you, explain in English. Anyanikku nadathura paratha anyanikku padi. அடுத்ததா நடத்த போற பாடத்தை பார்த்துட்டு போ. What he means to say is, whatever is being taught daily, you study daily. Go through it daily. If I'm taking salary today, you have to go through salary today. And whatever I'm going to take in the next class, or whatever is going to be handled in the next class, you go a little bit prepared for it. Like for example, let's say next class I'm starting house property. You should go through the book once. Just glance, half an hour, house property income, and come and sit in the class. Then you will find it all the more effective. This is a very simple and powerful formula. And he used to say 10 times reading is equal to 1 time writing. So that's also indirectly I'm giving you that aspect of writing notes, writing things, which in a way helps us also. So that's the reason. But good suggestion. We are doing it, but still I'm not fully using it. I'm going by this one. Basic. So computation of net income. Previous year 24-25, assessment year 25-26. So what is basic? What is basic salary of Mrs. X? 54,000 into 12. எவ்வளோப்பா? 6 lakh 48. Then children allowance. Children education allowance, what she is getting? For one son, she is getting 450. Carefully observe. First son, she is getting 450 into 12. 5,000 less exempt per child per month. 100 per child. So balance is taxable. This is for the first child. For second child, she is getting 80 into 12, correct? It is less than 100. So nothing is. So you have to calculate separately, not put together. Put together it's 2,400. Per child 100. Two child for 12 months, 2,400. But you should do separately. That's another important point. Because மொத்தமா தப்பு. எக்ஸாம் ரொம்ப ஈஸி. நான் பேப்பர் மெயின் எக்ஸாம் பேப்பர் திருத்துவேன். ரெண்டு விதமா பார்ப்போம். நல்லா எழுதியிருப்பாங்க, எல்லாம் டிக்கு. எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ஈஸி. டிக் போட்டுட்டே போயிட்டு இருப்போம். 85 வாங்கிடுவோம். இந்த சுமாரா இது ஒரு சில பேர் ஒண்ணுமே நல்லா இருக்க மாட்டாங்க, தப்பு போட்டுட்டே போயிடுவோம் ஈஸி. சில பேர் நடுவுல கொஞ்சம் ஒன்னு ரைட்டு ஒன்னு தப்பு, ஒன்னு ரைட்டு நாங்க எங்களுக்கு திருத்ததே கஷ்டம். நாங்க செக் பண்ணோம், நல்லா பண்ணிருக்கோம், நல்லா பண்ணிருக்கோம், நல்லா பண்ணிருக்கோம். அந்த மாதிரி இது கரெக்டா போடுவாங்க, இது தப்பா போடுவாங்க, இது கரெக்டா போடுவாங்க, இது தப்பா போடுவாங்க. அடுத்தது ஹாஸ்டல் எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் அலவன்ஸ். Fully taxable because why? She is not staying in hostel. So எவ்வளவு கொடுக்குறாங்க மாசத்துக்கு ஹாஸ்டல் எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் அலவன்ஸ்? 300 into 12. She is giving 300. Her daughter is being paid a hostel, but however she is not staying in hostel. Question கொடுத்துருக்கு. கார் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. With driver 2,400 per month. So 2,400 into 12. Okay. கார்ல வந்து ரெண்டு மூணு சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு. நான் உங்களுக்கு I'll share the notes with you. See, with driver, without driver. partially maintained by, see, very, very important. Car owned by employee, but expenses met by employer. Car owned by employer, expenses met by employer. Car used for private purposes, personal, as well as for official purpose, or only for official purpose. If car is used only for official purpose, what is taxable? If car is given to you, you are an employee and you are using fully for official purpose, then what is taxable? No tax. Correct. See, you got the picture now. That's what. Slowly, that's how the tax has to be understood. Without telling the provision also, you will tell me, sir, not tax, because you know the fundamentals. What is for official purpose is not taxable. So good. So here they are given a car both for private and official. So 2,400 per month into 12. And driver is given for 5 months. 900 into 5. Then employer's contribution towards unrecognized provident fund. Can you tell me, last class I gave you notes. Employer's contribution to unrecognized provident fund, taxable இல்லையா? அந்த ஒரு டேபிள் கொடுத்தேன் இல்லையா, அதுல இருக்கு பாருங்க, எம்ப்ளாயர்ஸ் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன்ங்கிற கான்செப்ட். Yeah, not taxable. So note, you put a note, not taxable. In income tax, you also write the provisions wherever possible. When you say no, put a note. As per provisions of the Income Tax Act, employers' contribution against payment is exempt, so hence not taxable. Then rent-free house. Rent-free house is owned or taken on rental. Rent-free house is owned or taken on rental. Employer is owning it or renting it. See, the employer provides so and so, so and so. The employer gives, provided an unfurnished land owned by company. So go back to the provisions what I gave you. For rent-free accommodation, if it's owned by employer, what is taxable perquisite for rent-free accommodation? What is taxable for rent-free accommodation? Yeah, 10% of salary. Salary meaning கொடுத்த ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? All taxable components சொன்னேன் இல்லையா? இங்க பாருங்க, இதுல என்னென்னலாம் taxable? இது taxable. So 6,48,000 plus taxable component of certain education allowance plus taxable component of hospital expenditure allowance. Perquisites are not covered. Only taxable allowances. இதெல்லாம் perquisites. இதை மட்டும் ஆட் பண்ணணும். எவ்வளவுமா? 6,55,000. Good. அதுல 10%. That's all. ஆமா, ஆன்சர் அவ்வளவுதான். This is what is income tax. Income tax is a good paper to score. But I have told you also, I have told, if I have not told you, I am repeating. Every day you should study income tax and GST. Every day, at least for 1 to 2 hours. Without that, you should not go to sleep. Compulsory. You read law, you read accounts, I don't care. Income tax every day you have to spend minimum 2 hours. Then I am assuring you, you will get very good marks. But if you read income tax once in a week, you forget the paper. Somehow you will get 40. You can try to get 40. But beyond that, forget it. Why? Simple logic. Based on provisions. You have to familiarize with so many provisions. Car and rent free accommodation. 10 தடவை படிச்சாதான் நமக்கு ஞாபகம். ஒரு தடவை படிச்சா எப்படி ஞாபகம் இருக்கும்? எல்லாரும் நானும் 10 தடவை 100 தடவை படிச்சுதான். நான் வந்து I don't call, see, I am above average. I am not the most intelligent guy or not a very brainy guy. But I understand.
Think concept oriented, sir. Like
Concept oriented.
like love concept understanding like story.
See, but I'm not a dumb fellow. I'm sharp. I can tell you that. I'm sharp by God's grace. At the same time, being sharp and intelligent will not. I'll give you an example. I'll not record this. I'm repeatedly telling many things. Okay. So income tax every day minimum 2 hours. Okay. So here we have got the answer. Add up rent-free house. This is total salary income. Add up. How much? Yeah. Add up all these numbers and tell what is salary income. Ten lakh 14,000. VA 648 42 36 28 800 4,500 65 580.
Yeah.
ஏதோ மிஸ் பண்றோம். 648 42 36 28 28 800 4,500 65 580. Correct. 7 lakh 54 980 இல்லையே 680 னா வரும். 648 42 36 28 800 45 and 65 580. Yeah. So what is the salary income? Other income என்ன? Standard deduction 50. There's a standard deduction of 50. 7 lakh 4,680. Salary 7 lakh 4,680. Add other sources. என்ன other income? It's got income from other sources. எவ்வளவு? 3 lakh 58. So it's their gross total income. This 80C. 80C, what is he contributing towards PF, etc.? Tuition fee paid is deductible, 10,000. That's all, right? However, her contribution towards unrecognized provident fund is not deductible. So make a note, tuition fee is allowed. However, contribution towards
Sir, tuition 80C means
80C is tuition fee varum.
Okay, sir.
நான் லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் நோட்ஸ் கொடுத்தேன். 80C ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன். பாருங்க, எடுத்து பாருங்க.
This year 80C ல இருந்து 18U ல எதுலாம் டிடக்டபிள் எதுலாம் இருக்கு சார் ஆக்சுவலா? நீங்க நிறைய நோட்ஸ் கொடுத்தீங்க அதை பார்த்தேன்.
80C தான் இப்ப கவர் பண்ணிருக்கோம், வேற எதுவும் ஒண்ணு கவர் பண்ணல. allowed. PF unrecognized provident fund employees contribution என்ன treatment table பாருங்க. Employee is contributing towards unrecognized provident fund. What is the tax treatment? Exempt. Employees, employer தான் exempt. Employee க்கு 80C benefit உண்டா? Employees contribution towards unrecognized provident fund is 80C deduction allowed. ஒரு டேபிள் கொடுத்தேன் இல்லையா, அதுல எம்ப்ளாயர் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் ஒன்று கொடுத்தேன், எம்ப்ளாயீஸ்க்கு டாக்ஸ் பெனிஃபிட் உண்டா இல்லையான்னு கொடுத்தேன். அதுல அன்ரெகனைஸ் ப்ராவிடன்ட் ஃபண்ட்ல இந்த டேபிள்ல எம்ப்ளாயீஸ் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷனுக்கு 80C பெனிஃபிட் உண்டா இல்லையா? I have given not allowed. Deduction is not allowed. If you look at unrecognized provident fund, employees contribution, exemption and 80C, deduction 80C is not allowed. Not allowed. இருக்கா? இப்போ வந்து நீங்க நோட்ல வந்து தேடுறீங்க, இப்போ நோட்ல தேடுறீங்க இல்லையா, எங்க இருக்கு, இங்க கொடுத்தாரு, இங்க எழுதினேன் காணுமே அப்படின்ட்டு. நோட்ஸ் நீங்க என்னைக்கோ ஆடிக்கு ஒரு தடவை அம்மாவுக்கு ஒரு தடவை பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன தெரியும் சார், இங்கேயோ இருந்து 80C சார் தெரியல, தேடணும், நோட்லயே தேடணும். அப்படி இருக்கு, அன்னைக்கு எடுத்தாலும் இருந்தாலும் தெரியாது, ஏன்னா அவ்வளவுதான் மெமரைசேஷன் இல்ல. அதுதான் சொல்றது படிங்கோங்கிறது, நோட்ஸ் படிங்கோங்கிறது. நாட் அவைலபிள். நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் டுவர்ட்ஸ் அன்ரெகனைஸ்ட் ப்ராவிடன்ட் ஃபண்ட் இஸ் நாட் அவைலபிள். But when you read many times in exam hall, it comes to memory. It automatically comes. Just think that note page 80C not available. So. Yeah, it's okay. It happens, but maximum you should remember. That's the whole idea. Maximum you should remember. அது ஏன்னா ஒரு தடவை படிச்சா அப்படிதான் பிளாக் ஆகும், 4 தடவை படிங்க. You know, I told this. Three hours. Remember, I told you, no? You should do all the 3. You are doing only this. You only read. How will you remember? You should remember by consciously trying to remember it. Otherwise, how will brain remember? You read, you put a lot of hard work. You have to go to the next step of remembering it by following some method. How will I remember something? I'll remember something by telling myself, oh, in case of recognized, like this only we study, right? In case of recognized provident fund, employees contribution is available for 80C. In case of recognized provident fund not available, if you tell and read, see, it is like, oh, unrecognized provident fund employee, okay, then it will evaporate. How will you do? So you should take effort. அதனால தான் daily படிக்க சொல்றது. At least subconsciously you go and register 5 times, 10 times. So sometimes you read and try to remember it. That is where the effort comes. That hard work comes at that point. Reading is not hard work. Reading everybody can do. While going on train also you can read. In the bed also I'll keep, and while sleeping, I'm working very hard, I'm not sleeping, I am reading 12 o'clock also. Everybody, படிச்சுட்டே தான் இருக்க, பாஸ் பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறேன்னா இதுதான் இதுதான் நடக்கும், எல்லாரும் பண்றது தானே. So you read, and when you read, you try to find out the means of remembering it. How should I remember this? Now, for example, in this case, we are talking, last time we did 12% is the interest on, contribution up to 12% is available. Now you should remember the 12%. So that you should do one second step. The 12% can be remembered in any way, 1% per month, 12%, something, some way of remembering it. Techniques of memory, simple techniques. Recollect is very important. What is recollect? After having read, after having remembered. In school days, what you used to do, that I remember still when I was in first standard or second standard or whatever, so third standard, tables, 2 tables, 3 tables, mathematics, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. What we used to do in school days, at least I remember, I go and call my mother or sister, I will tell this, check. We used to do. Hope you all would have done it. So I will tell her 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are whatever, what is. Suddenly I'll get stuck. Then she'll help. Oh, okay. Then I'll go. Like this, I used to tell to my sister and mother or some over. So what is that? So when you are cooking or when you are when you are eating or whatever, your mind should keep on recollecting it. 12%, 18%, 2,400. Hare Zamin Par, you have seen that movie, that first scene, that boy will find this. Like this, it is in your brain. You should recollect it. This is where you spend all your time and energy. You try to recollect. Even in your in a restaurant having food with your family, you keep recollecting it. So mind only is working. Hand is eating. Correct? So you keep talking to them in 1 year, and another you recollect it. So these 3 steps are very critical. That is what is finally going to get stored. And in exam hall, it will come like automatic. Just I have never sat through an exam. In an exam, I have never sat through an exam thinking for more than a minute for something. Maximum time 2. I have not, the exam hall, my flow will be going on. I never, even 1 minute also, I don't sit and think, what should I write? Then how it comes? தமிழ்லயும் ஒன்று உண்டு, சட்டியில் இருந்தால் தான் அகப்பையில் வரும். That is, when you cook food, there is a vessel. In that vessel, unless there is food, how it will come in ladle? It's stored here. Then you want to put it in, means how it will come? It's not stored. It's empty. Empty vessel will not come. Because whatever you read, whatever you did not remember, you did not recollect it. So the storage is vacant, empty. So your efforts go waste if you don't do this. So try this. You read, remember, and then recollect. Then in the exam hall, automatically you'll do better. These are all conscious efforts to write in the exam also. Clear or not? Good. So next class, I want to start with a new topic on house property. I want you to try problems at home. You all want to pass exams? You try problems at home.
Sir.
Napa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So no shortcut. Everyone only one route. Efforts. So I am telling you, just put your work, hard work, you will automatically clear. So for 4 or 5 sums on salary, take a question, refer the provision, work out. Then every single provision on salary will get registered. You have, that's why our classes are like continuously. I don't take. I give gap and take 1 week, because then only you can have time. In fact, income tax, GST, I would have taken all that in 30 days, 6 hours a day. For faculty, kondu pota mudinjadhu vela. Syllabus over. Like that, many academics do. 15 days auditing. I ask a question, what is objective of auditing? They don't know the answer. Really. They don't know what is the objective of auditing. They have completed the paper and they have passed the exam. Next comes knowledge. If you do all this, then rote learning, you know what it is. Rote learning without even knowing what you're doing. That is memorizing without even knowing and understanding. That is called rote learning. You are not learning for that. You have to learn for. When you find the inter-pass student not able to answer what is the objective of auditing, there is a serious problem. You all agree? And I'm asking few questions for which they are not able to answer anything. They're confused. Exam somehow they are passing. They're confused. There's no clarity. This is what will happen if you do auditing in 15 days. How can you do auditing in 15 days, 1 day, 6 hours? Somebody comes from Bombay, runs all the classes, 15 days. You know, he is taking morning 6 hour, one batch, evening 6 hour, another batch. Same topic. I really, I don't know whether human being or because the way I take, of course, I can run for 6 hours a day easily if I don't even care who's understanding. பட் இது மாதிரி நான் எனர்ஜி ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சுதா நீங்க பாத்துனீங்களா பண்ணீங்களான்னு நான் கேட்டு போடும்போது எனக்கும் எனர்ஜி உங்களுக்கும் எனர்ஜி. இப்படி ஒரு 500 பேர் உட்காந்துருக்கும் போது நான் பாட்டுக்கு போர்டில் see this is children education allowance 415 people exemption so accordingly it is taxable okay go on my battery will go on. 2 காஃபி குடிச்சு நான் போயிட்டே இருப்பேன் 12 மணி நேரம், எனக்கு கவலையே இல்லை. அப்படிதான் பண்றாங்க. எப்படி இந்த எஃபர்ட் போட்டு எப்படிமா 12 hours இருக்க முடியும்? ஊந்துருவாங்க. தலை சுத்தி கீழே ஊந்துருவான் அந்த எஃபர்ட் போட்டு எனர்ஜியை போட்டு எடுத்தா. Energy, see, due respects to people, you can't work that model. That is what we call individual attention. When 20 people sits here, I am spending time for all of you and have an eye contact with you. Correct? In 500 class room, how can you have eye contact? So when you don't have an eye contact and you talk for gallery, you can talk for hours. So that's a basic difference. Their model is like that. Their model is like that. Our model is like this. That is why we get good success rate. Everybody clears, and still people don't clear for few reasons. One is complacency. What is complacency? Complacency is a sort of, okay, I'll pass. I completed ICWA, went to CA final with lot of fear. I had double. One is I should pass CA. If I don't pass CA, there's a problem. The second fear was I was already a qualified cost accountant. If I, after that also, if I don't pass CA, then people will say he passed ICWA in luck. எனக்கு double pressure எனக்கு. I was a qualified cost accountant when I went for CA inter exam. I was still studying like I am studying for the first time. This is a best example of not being complacent. And what is priority you should know. When you are a student doing a professional course, your priority is not BCom. Your priority is what? Of course, you have finished your college or whatever. Some college going students, they'll go to college daily. They want to get good attendance award. Good. That attendance award will not help you in anything. You should know your priority. Clear? Good. We'll meet again. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll have a class. Hello.
Yes, thank
கிளம்ப போறேன் என்ன